All right. Welcome. This is the Fake News Podcast.
Third episode, our holiday edition before we go ho home for the holidays.
This is our first ever holiday episode.
And it's going to be a good one. So due to popular demand, we've cut out our Family Feud segment, but we've got 3 segments on this show.
So we'll start off helping you decipher what's the important news in the world so that you don't have to waste all your time with the CNN and Fox and whatnot.
In the middle, we'll debate a few things we've been going back and forth on.
And then we'll bring it back home with some actual news.
Some real stuff for you.
Definitely real news.
No lies. All facts. Let's jump into it. Recently, we got some sad news for some Carolinians that Jerry Richardson has put the Panthers up for sale as of the end of the season.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, our show is based in North Carolina. So this one hits really close to home for us. When I first heard the news, I thought, this is exciting news because one person I've heard might buy the Panthers, P.
Diddy. Sean Puffy Combs.
Very exciting, very exciting. I'd love to go to a couple Panthers games, maybe get a chance to meet P. Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, of course the owner of the Panthers would want to meet local celebrities like ourselves.
So Diddy, if you're out there watching this, we're rooting for you.
And if you need, we know you've only got $800 million. If you need like $15 to chip in, we're your boys.
Right here.
Also, pretty exciting news. They found an 8-planet solar system, very similar, the most similar solar system they've ever found to ours, out there in space.
Which means when we ruin this one and this one runs out,
which I think we're still on a pretty good timeline on that.
Yeah, we'll have to. Al Gore would be the guy to ask. I think he knows. We can just hop on over to that new one, and I think be all right. We'll just have to bring all of our stuff, obviously.
Kepler 80, not as exciting a name as Earth, but I think we can get the people going about it.
We could probably change that name too once we got there.
Kepler 69, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
Also in intergalactic news, Star Wars put out a new movie. I haven't seen it. Morgan's seen it. He'll loop you in on that.
Right. Spoiler alert about the new Star Wars movie. Okay. Now that the nerds
are gone.
No, but actually, it's a terrible movie. Don't go see it. I recommend crumpling up $15.
What do you got? I got 2 stars and I got 5 Death Stars on the movie.
Yeah, I would give it 0 stars all around. It was very boring start to finish. There's some cool fighting that happens when the fighting's happening, it's kind of cool. There's some good like space battle scene at the very beginning, but then the rest of the movie from there on out was pretty much 2 hours and 20 minutes of boring talk. I don't know. I hadn't seen a few of the Star Wars movies.
You really hate to hear that.
But I love the ones that I have seen up until this one. Way to let me down, Disney.
Bummer. Well, let's spice things up. And recent news: McDonald's announced they're releasing the McVegan burger, which gives me a real good option for an economy Tinder date.
Yeah, that'll be my least favorite option on the McDonald's.
Well, I won't order it, but I'll go ahead and be a gentleman and order it for my lady friends.
Yeah. How about this, actually? If we get 30 likes on this video, I'll try a McVegan.
It's going to take 32 likes for me, but I'll also try a McVegan.
All right, great. I think I'll probably need a lot of ketchup and definitely a big glass of water or something to wash it down with. Only knowing the name of the sandwich, I'm going to give it a thumbs down. I hate it. It's disgusting.
A pre-review, 2 thumbs down.
All right, well, thank you to our sponsors. Good to be back.
Yeah, new local noodle delivery company.
Try it out.
I know that a lot of the local sorority girls are talking about it.
Yeah, very good noodles that they serve there.
Thanks for the sponsorship.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on into some debates that have been going around.
Debate segment. Hot topics. I know me and Morgan recently. This is relevant to our lives. What you got? You planning out your Christmas gifts versus waiting till 3 days before and ordering on Amazon Prime? Where do you stand on the topic?
So I start probably before Thanksgiving even. I start thinking about these Christmas gifts, and I literally do nothing to get them until about right now, actually.
Yeah,
a week or so before Christmas.
You think it out to make sure that you get the good gift at the exact last moment possible.
Exactly. Except most of my time is spent thinking, wow, I should start thinking about Christmas gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forget and move on to something that's not Christmas gifts. So then I come back and here I am right now. And Amazon Prime will help me get all my Christmas gifts here on time.
That's good. I'm also a planner. I spend most of November and early December thinking about what I can get away with giving my sisters and using myself. I think about that for a long while. It was a lot easier back when I lived at home. One time I got them an Xbox. That was a hell of a gift, in my opinion. But
Brother of the year.
Brother of the year. To be honest, I gotta take neither of these options. I don't plan 3 days ahead of time.
Okay.
I go to whatever store's open on Christmas Eve, and I get the best possible gift.
Okay. Oh, that's sweet.
Usually Walgreens.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Walgreens. I guess stay open a little late on Christmas Eve this year.
Give me a shot.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one that Morgan came up with himself. If aliens were to come down to Earth and only one continent could be left existing, but it would all be based off of a dance-off, which continent would get to stay? Who you got in this one?
Hands down, North America. It took me a long time to get to that decision, and I understand a lot of the internal debate you're probably having right now at home or wherever you're watching this podcast. But once you think about it, it's going to be North America. We have influence from all 7 continents. I could even argue that the best dancers from all 7 continents have eventually made their way to North America because that's where the money is in dancing. And people are going to always follow the money.
Shakira lives here, and she follows the money for sure. You know what? I've got a different spin on this. I've got Africa. They got tribes. They've got traditional dancers. They've got a little bit more culture. African culture than us. I think they're going to take us down, and I think it's going to be a nice new world for a very beautiful continent.
I guess it all depends really on what the aliens are interested in, where they come from, what's their background,
what music they're into, their ethnicity.
But if they come from Kepler 80, for sure North America will win.
Fair point. All right, next one. Who are you gonna take in this one? We got candy canes versus candy corn. What you got, Meg?
This one's tough. I hate candy corn. I hate the taste of candy corn, but I hate the experience of eating a candy cane. Not only
both low grade candies.
Not at the top of either of my list in terms of Christmas candy. Candy canes are at the bottom. Halloween candy corns are at the bottom. I gotta give the slight edge here to candy canes, though.
I got corn. I don't hate candy corn.
Okay.
There's nothing worse than a candy cane. 1, always cracked. 2, gets stuck in your teeth.
Right.
Can't take it. I got candy corn. Candy corn's on the rise. I think it's a candy on the rise.
All right. Well, I'd love to hear what our viewers think. So
yeah, let us know.
Leave a comment.
Also a classic debate: mistletoe versus camel toe. Who you got, Morgan?
All right. So probably 24 hours ago, through the entire beginning of my life, I would have said mistletoe for sure.
Okay.
Because it's family friendly.
Family friendly. We're big fans of making out with chicks.
Yeah, and it's socially acceptable to have mistletoe out in the open for everyone to see. You want people to see it. And I used to think that camel toe was something people were ashamed of and were going to hide if they knew they had it.
Yeah.
But I was watching this show last night about professional athletes' wives and their girlfriends.
All right.
And they were obsessed with it. One of them was getting married, and her friends bought her a pair of underwear that she could wear underneath her clothes that would give her a camel toe. And
that's fashion forward.
It was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen in my life, but they got me believing that camel toe was in. And it might not have ever been out. I was just the one who didn't know.
As in most Saturday nights, you can find me under the camel toe, Morgan. I'm a big proponent of camel toes. Didn't need to see a special on Hot Wives to get into that one.
All right.
But I've got camel toes in the lead here.
So we agree?
We agree on that one.
All right. Moving on to my favorite segment of the show, Tommy's weekend update.
Yeah, this is we got some video footage from last Saturday night out of the bars. We'll loop you in. Zzz.
You love that little blonde girl.
And we're back.
Pretty good dance moves if I had to grade them myself. I'd say 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I gave you a 10 out of 10 there. Perfect dancing.
North America is in the lead so far.
Yep. Another one on the board for the good guys.
Into my favorite part of the show, are the news articles we've hand selected to tell you about.
Definitely more real news. The first one we have on our agenda is the new tax cut policy. Looks like this one's been passed and not passed, and is still being voted on, and a lot's going on around.
A little confusion.
It seems to be the general consensus is everyone thinks it's happening. So get out your scissors because the government wants us to cut all our taxes up.
Not sure how this is going to help the deficit, but certainly don't tax us without any representation.
They said it's going to affect the upper class a little more, so I'm guessing they'll be doing the majority of the cutting for us, while the middle class gets back to work and does other things. I don't know. Maybe the upper class just has a better set of scissors, and that's what they're going.
Upper class has some Cutco shears.
I remember when I was in kindergarten, which I think is the lower class according to the school spectrum, we had these plastic scissors that could not cut anything.
Definitely couldn't cut taxes. That's for fucking sure.
So it's probably best we leave the cutting to the upper classes.
The seniors.
Seniors. Yep.
All right. Sad news here. Due to increased electrical bills, they've cut Hanukkah to 7 crazy nights this year. Hate to hear that.
Yeah, Kwanzaa is actually already threatening a lawsuit for infringing upon their 7-night holiday.
7 nights of sin has always been Kwanzaa's go-to, and I do appreciate them having strong hold on the 7-day holiday.
Tough break for Hanukkah, though. You know, I think a lot of those people enjoyed that 8th night. I think there was a lot they got out of that, maybe some traditions that they wouldn't do on the other nights. And it's going to be a shame to see them have to force all that stuff down into 7 nights.
Dreidel production is down, and clay supplies are way up.
We're here for you, Hanukkah.
Little nicer news. Walmart has actually avoided any lawsuits this year, despite allowing the greeters to have free will to say whatever they want to people.
Well, I'd like to thank Walmart because I think that's a huge win for those greeters, not having to be, micromanaged into saying things that they might not be comfortable saying. They're allowed to say whatever they want.
They can say anything to any religion they want. I actually went into Walmart last week, and the greeter nicely said, "Merry Christmas to all, and Merry, Merry Christmas," which is very, very sweet and kind of repetitive.
Sweet. You know what? That's great, and I'm glad she had the right to say that.
All right. We also wanted to, in this show, address some comments. We definitely appreciate our subscribers and likers.
Yeah. First comment we need to address came from my mom. She commented a question saying, "Are 2 of your 12 total subscribers your mothers?"
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Mom.
Good question.
And where is Dad?
Yeah.
That's your question.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Dad.
should be a 14 by this episode, hopefully. Another comment we got. Nick Parker asked, "Are cheeseburger sandwiches?" Yes.
What else would they be? And wraps came from Acacia? Yeah.
Yeah, also.
Sandwiches.
Idiots. That's such dumb followers.
Come on.
Jason Lumpkin, he commented that it is fake news that Pitbull has no good songs. No, actually, that is real news.
Yeah, but thanks for the comment.
Thanks for watching. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed the show. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Hanukkah.